Welcome to Zenica. This is the largest industrial city in the Baltic state of Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's a population of about 125,000 and is located about 70 kilometers northwest of the capital Sarajevo. Bosnia is a predominantly Muslim country with only about 500 Christians in the entire nation. It is one of the poorest countries in Europe and has a complicated history, including Soviet domination when it was part of Yugoslavia. But it's still suffering today the effects of an internal civil war which took place 25 years ago. My name is Andrew Yelland and I'm a pastor of a small church in Bristol. And for the past 5 years, through international teams, we have been partnering with an incredible work that's going on here, undertaken by a small group of missionaries here in the city of Zenica. These guys are transforming lives by the power of the work of the gospel, here and now. I've come here to Bosnia to share something of the work that they are doing, in the hope that maybe other churches, maybe even yourself, could consider being led by the Holy Spirit to join in supporting missionary work beyond your own communities. The work was founded in Zenica by a Brazilian missionary by the name of Walter Goncalves. But to get the full story, we need to drive several kilometers out of this city centre to a piece of land which is at the heart of everything the team here is doing. This is Grace Valley. Back in 2007, Walter saw this piece of land that was for sale, and he saw a dream to place a Bible training centre on this piece of land, and also to create a working farm to provide desolate young men with not only a place to live, but to work and to find self-confidence, a place also where they could see what a life lived with Jesus really looks like. So Walter, obviously this is Grace Valley today, but it wasn't like this when you first saw it, was it?
No, it was just like a small forest, a destroyed house, and no trees, nothing. And the first time was 2007 when I came with some friends. They say there's a place, a nice place for a camp. In that time we did a lot of camps, and we said should have our own place to do a Bible camp and training center. And I came with them, and they showed this place, and I felt in love. Said this is the place that God wants us to be, and I started to pray, and I put in front of the Lord, Lord, if it's your will that you give us that land, I want 22,000 euros, and I pray specific for that amount of money to be sure that was God's will or not. And one friend once sent me a mail, say, Walter, I have a dream. God told me to give you some money. I say, okay, if God told you something, I have nothing against. And he said it was exactly 22,000 euros. From that time, I was sure that it was God's will that we should invest our time, energy, and money in this place.
And so obviously, as time's gone on, so things have changed. In the last time I was here was 5 years ago, and things have changed an awful lot. Obviously, as people help support and the work that you're doing, obviously you're able to do the next thing. So, what's the next part of the vision for you for here at Grace Valley?
The first thing is we are praying that God sends someone who could be a manager, has a vision to help organize this as a specific ministry. Mm-hmm. And today we have the halfway house with 10 boys. We have this homeless shelter for that government center was. But our vision should be really to focus on this training center and Bible camps.
And so is the vision to continue to let this farm become more profitable so that money can go into the ministry that you're talking about, the camps and things like that?
Yeah, this is why we start first with the camp, with the farm in the beginning, because like that we could provide incomes for daycare and for the ministry.
Branko, I know that you've been here at the farm for probably 5 years or so.
Yes.
How did you get to be here?
I was in orphanage before, and after when war started in 1993, I go to army, and I was with the Mujahideen forces.
Yep.
And I became Muslim. then.
So you're fighting with the Muslims in the
No,
Bosnia?
yes.
Yeah.
I fight with this soldier from on foreign country. Then afterwards, stopped. I was on the street in 2006. I go to prison.
Right.
And I was there 4 years. I met Walter.
Yeah.
Mickey. He met me with Walter, and I came here. I didn't know nothing about Jesus.
When I knew you before, Branko, you were kind of quite a serious, stern-faced man, and I remember saying to you, Branko, I've never seen you smile, I've never seen you laugh, and now look at the transformation. You've got
thanks God.
Amen. The joy of the Lord in your heart and in your soul, and it's really lovely to see, to be honest. And
thank you.
So, would you say that being here has transformed your life?
Yes.
The farm currently produces fruit and vegetables on a seasonal basis, but it also produces eggs on a daily basis. These eggs are sold locally to the community to raise an income, but the produce from the farm is also used to support another really important project. This project helps the most impoverished children in this area through the local daycare centre. Back here in the city, the Children's Daycare Centre has been open since 2011. Kids aged 5 to 15 are able to come here every single weekday. Those that come are from the most marginalised groups in Zenica, including many from Romani backgrounds. Now, the education system here in Bosnia means that children attend school either in the morning or in the afternoon, which means that they can come here as well. Those that do are able to receive food, have a shower if they haven't got the facility at home, and even to have clean, fresh clothes if they need them. As well as receiving educational support to help them in school, they also just have fun, are able to be kids. And as a result of this project, child street begging has been eradicated from the city, and it's all done on faith. So Samir, you are the coordinator here at the Children's Daycare Centre.
Yes.
Can you just tell us something about why this work is so important?
Yeah, like a center, it's the second house for kids. And the center, it's really important because in our city doesn't have any organization who give any help free for poor kids.
And so where do the children come from?
Yeah, the children come from the some small places in the center. It's because our center, it's in the middle of the city almost. And we have that contact with the parents and schools. And schools send some kids to us. The kids come from different families with different problems.
Okay, so Walter, we're here in your church, and I think it'd be really good if you could just tell us something of how the church here in Zenica fits in with everything else that you're currently doing here.
In Bosnia, more than 20 years after the war, there is no many believers. Probably not more than 500 believers in all countries. It's a huge challenge. And today we are probably the only church in Zenica who function with regular meetings, Sunday school classes, youth meeting, children ministry, and house groups.
How big is the church here, would you say?
It's about 35 to 40 people. In the terms of a church and number, this is one of the biggest.
And if from this church now, that you are planting other churches
Yes.
from this kind of central hub, is that right?
Yes.
Fantastic. And so that means that people from this church, like Bosnians who are part of this church, are actually going out and helping to plant churches elsewhere, is that right?
Yes.
Well, our time here in Zenica is drawing to an end, but we hope that we've been able to share with you something of the great work that both Walter, his team, and the church are doing here and in other parts now of the country. The reason we wanted to share this video with you was to hopefully inspire you to realise, actually, we can do this as well. We can get involved and help support and encourage these guys here who are on the front line in terms of missionary work. Jason, as the development manager of international teams, if people are watching this film and they're feeling inspired and think, I really want to be involved in some way in the work that's being done elsewhere, what would you say to them?
That is my ultimate prayer from this video, that people will be inspired and will grasp the passion of this amazing work that's going on here in Bosnia. And not in Bosnia, you know, there's many other great works that's going over in various parts of the mission field in the whole world. And my prayer is that they could maybe get in touch with I-teams, and we can put them in touch with people like you that have had 5 years experience in this project. And through your passion and the work that you've done, I'm trusting that, you know, you can install that passion into other people and they can see how they can get involved. And you know, a lot of time people just think mission is about giving money. But for me, I think it's a lot more than that. For me, it's also about giving your time, both practically and engaging in partnership. And I think partnership with the mission people is so important. It's not just about sending money to various parts of the world. It's about building relationship.
God may be calling you to get involved in a longer term support and strategic partnership with the guys here in Zenica. And if that's the case, can we encourage you to do as we did, contact international teams and get involved.